Good morning, Broadway. It brings me immense joy to announce this year's Christmas project. Following thoughtful consideration and heartfelt prayers, we've chosen to rally behind the noble cause and supporting Inasmuch. Yeah. Our aim is to gather ample funds to rent a home for a year, approximately $18,000. However, I want to emphasize that we won't limit our fundraising to this amount alone. There are other homes in need of support, and we are committed to securing as many as we can. Now I'd like to pass the floor to Kelly, who will provide deeper insights into the significance of our endeavor.
Actually, we're going to.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to share something. Oh no. Yeah, hi, I'm Matt. I'm the treasurer on the board of directors of Inasmuch, and I'm also an employee at a company called Westbow. And so this has been just such an awesome opportunity to work as the treasurer and then hear about these trailers at work that need to be rented and who can rent them. And then I have this brochure. Oh, yes, I'm Gary's oldest son, yeah.
It all makes sense.
Sorry, yeah, it all makes sense. Sorry, I have this brochure and this picture and this girl just like looking up. Sorry. And it says, how can you help refugee claimants? I read that every day. And so this opportunity, we had this event, and yeah, I just had this idea, like let's rent these trailers. So that's kind of what started this, and then working with Kelly is just awesome. Like her heart for this is incredible. So I'm just so excited that, yeah, the combination of like the nonprofit I work for, my actual place of work, and my church all coming together, and it's just been really cool to see how God's using me in that.
Yeah. So there was some trailers sitting empty right here in Chilliwack, and so after our event, Matt said to me, Kelly, we got to get people in there. These are just sitting empty. What a waste. These people could be rescued from homelessness and have a warm place to stay. And so we started to pray and see how God would provide, because we, Inasmuch, can't afford to rent more houses. We already have 2 in Abbotsford, and so we just started to pray, and we didn't know where the money's going to come from. And then about 2 days later, after we took that step of faith and said, yeah, we want to rent them, let's move forward, I got a message from Anna saying the missions team would like to we're going to put forward, she woke up and God said, Inasmuch, let's put that forward for the project. So she contacted me, we had a meeting, and they said, well, we're going to bring it forward that maybe we could supply the money needed to rent the trailers, and let's just see how many we can get. And so I'm happy to announce that we took a super leap of faith, and on Friday moved 2 households of furniture to 2 units in Chilliwack right here, very near to Townsend Park, and we have a family of 3 that was going to be homeless as of tomorrow. We're moving them in. So we're asking you to stand with us, and so there's going to be 1 family per room. So in about 1,200 square feet, we'll have 6 people. A family of 3 gets a room, and then the other unit we're going to try and put a big family. So the truth is that nobody plans to be a refugee. A lot of those we help sat on the other table, the side of the table, helping refugees, never dreamed they would be one. And did you know that Jesus himself was a refugee? So when he heard that when the family heard that Herod was going to kill all the babies 2 years old and under, Mary and Joseph basically gathered what they could gather in their hands, probably a little bit of clothes, maybe a little bit of food for a journey, and they had to move to Egypt. This is very similar to what our people face. Somebody is after them. They choose a couple things they can carry in their hands, a backpack, maybe a suitcase. They get on a plane, they get to a country where they don't know anybody, they don't often know the language, and they have such a need for help. So thinking about why our people need help, it's not like other kinds of refugees. All the government-sponsored, privately sponsored refugees get many, many, many more services and help. Our people can't work right away. They get no money for housing. They usually don't know a lot of English, and right now there's no government funding put towards them even learning English so they can find that job. They're just the most needy of the types of refugees. As you see on the next slide, you can compare the kind of support. So that's why our people need just that little bit of hand up. They are at the greatest risk of homelessness of any type of refugee. And I guarantee you there are hundreds of people right now that are looking. How do I know? Because we also had 2 vacancies recently in Abbotsford, and I can see on their intake forms their current housing, where they are when someone's doing that intake form with them, and almost everyone said homeless. A lot of these are educated people with master's degrees and things, but they were in a position where they had to run because somebody was after them. Maybe they asked the wrong questions of their government, or maybe they had a lot of money because they were successful in business, and so the cartels take it all and then they start killing your family when you no longer pay. So when you think about peace, when Gary was saying peace, I was thinking, what could be more peaceful than your choices? Tomorrow you're homeless, or come with us to Chilliwack. We've got a house for you. I put groceries in the fridge there yesterday. One of our chief volunteers, who themselves are refugee claimants, we were putting together beds, and we were cleaning toilets, and we were unpacking dishes for them so that when they arrive, they've got a warm place to land. And after about 2 weeks, that's how long it usually takes before they can sleep at night because they're afraid, the peace will come. You'll be able to see the change on their face. So, next slide, please. So this is what one of the units looks like. It's in great shape. A couple families will be living there. There's also going to be some wonderful opportunities for volunteers from our church to come and meet people and show them our community and invite them to know Jesus and bring their kids to kids' church and summer clubs and other hands-on opportunities. When people move out, we help them to get furniture for their next housing. They'll stay with us about 3 months till we help them find their feet, and then we'll need people to help move. We'll need your used furniture as well. So there's going to be lots of ways to give. If you think, I don't have any money to give, that's okay. We'll give you other opportunities if you'd like to participate with us. So thank you so much for the opportunity. This is just an invitation to see what God will do. And I promise you the money, 100% of this is going to go to the people that are needing our help. Thank you so much.